Hello folks, welcome to a little Let's Play of The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword Demo. What's that word? Demo! Yes, that's right. Not the real game, but I have to wait one more week for that. Now I'm playing this on the Dolphin Emulator, so the footage you're seeing is actually 1080p. But actually the difference isn't as big as you might have imagined. Nintendo have done a great job sort of hiding the original version's low resolution, because the game has this art style that makes it, I wouldn't call it washed out, sort of a harsh word, but or blurry even, but sort of hiding that the game doesn't have such a high resolution. So yeah, it still looks great when you're gonna play it on Wii. Now there are three modes: bird riding, dungeon and boss battle. If you played Super Mario Galaxy 2, you'll already be familiar with bird riding, since it's kind of resembles the bird gliding challenge in Super Mario Galaxy 2. So if you play that, you'll play bird riding. We're just gonna jump right into the dungeon, which I think is by far the most interesting part of this demo. Now the frame rate will drop slightly occasionally. But I'm gonna try to avoid that. I'll quickly explain some of the basic controls. Swinging with your sword, stabbing. You can do angles, raising your sword up, straight up, and you will charge your sky beam, or whatever it's called. You'll run with the A button, as you've seen, and your stamina will decrease. I'm not sure what that is. You also notice that you can actually roll still. Just shake the nunchuck, and you'll be good to go. One thing that should be explained: this game isn't actually pointer based. It's when I move this cursor around, I'm not actually pointing at the screen. I'm more directing the Wii remote in the direction of where this item is. So I have to actually point my Wii remote straight up in order to get the bow out. And also while I'm aiming with the bow, I'm actually more aiming with my Wii remote than actually pointing at the screen. Now shooting with this arrow with the bow isn't too hard. Just hold A button and it'll start charging up. There's no like Wii Sports Resort where you have to draw back on the nunchuck or anything like that. Also, fun facts, should you not be able to hear it now, I'm not English. I am Danish, and you'll have to suffer through this rest of this thing with my flat Danish accent. Now look out, this big guy right here. Now I have to hit him in this way so he doesn't block your attacks. It's pretty easy when you get used to it. I'm just gonna let this guy attack me, and I'll show you a little trick. Oh, if I don't fail at it, of course. Block, you can actually knock off his arms. That's a little bonus trick for you there. I wonder what that could be. Oh, whoop. The hook beetle. Just a personal load. I really like the voice of Fi, or Fi, depending on if you're gonna speak or pronounce it in English. Okay, let's fire this thing off. Again, if you've played Wii Sports Resort and you've been flying around that island with your little plane, it feels much the same. And well, I don't know why, but I've spent way too much time flying around that little plane. And I don't know, it's just something soothing and relaxing flying around with that little plane. So blasting all those balloons. So I actually kind of like that it's, you know, do it, and there's a point to it. Oh, that's the finisher move where you have to sort of thrust down with both the nunchuck and the Wii remote. And now I'm still undecided if it's the beetle of the bombs I like the most. We're going to play some Wii Sports Resort, and you can actually, if you see the arrow on the floor, you can, there's some rolling controls in here. What's called rolling controls? Let's see if I can surprise that thing. Now these, I think they're goblins, some more goblins or something like that. They're actually not all that dumb. If they see a bomb, they'll run, and they'll observe it from a distance. Ah, bomb! Let's see if I can kill this guy by bombing him. Don't keep running. He doesn't look at you. See if I can do my things. I've been practicing a little on this. Just gonna roll this bomb away. Ah, I hit the mushroom. I love these bombs. I love that you can really freak out that little guy. I have to try. See if I can bomb it from a distance. Should be possible. It's been done before. Oh. It's sneaking up on him. It's right back. Ah! He spotted it. These pets. I'm just gonna lure this spider thing up here now. Oh wait, you can actually play the game in first person view mode if you feel like it. I mean, at this point of the game there's not much to do with it, but yeah, it's kind of fun. Get it! I got it. So I'm going to try out the hook beetle. I'm going to try to avoid those. I can't remember their names. Big teeth infected plant. Sure we call them. And it's a. Here's actually a pro tip for you up there. Oh. Now there's a heart piece in here. Oh yeah, and they can actually jump at will in this game. Not just these things, but you can actually jump forward now. That's kind of nice. Now you're gonna need the hook wheel in order to obtain that heart piece in there. Let's see. Oh, will I make it? Yes, I will. As you probably can tell, the frame rate does drop here and then. So I apologize for that. Oh, there we go. And I have to say, the running mechanics are really nice. It's something you quickly adjust to, and yeah, it kind of makes me wonder why it hasn't been in the series before. Oh wait, what's this? Shenanigans. Sealed room. There's probably gonna be a boss fight in here. Nope, just a spider. Wait a minute, this looks like a boss. Oh, I'm just gonna let the door animation finish. Like a boss from, what's its name? Secret of Mana? I think it is. Weird eye thing. Oh wait. I've probably seen some run through, so maybe I know what's gonna happen now. I'm gonna try to trick these eyes, but I have to trick them all three at the same time, or else it's not gonna work. Kind of like, did I say Super Mario 64? Fact is, now that I mention that title, I actually think that the Skyward Sword kind of reminds me of Super Mario 64 in many ways. I don't know, it's a game where you want to run out and explore and have all these possibilities open for so many moves you can do, and yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I would dare say it's like the Super Mario 64 version of Zelda, or the equivalent of Super Mario 64 for the Zelda series. This feels fresh and new actually, and I'm having a lot of fun with this, even though it's just a very short demo. But I mean, yeah, okay. So there's a lot of things that's still there's you can resemble from the old series, but there's so much new stuff going on, and it's just fun to play. Even when you're not doing anything constructive, just running around and goofing around with your items or your bombs, it's actually a lot of fun. So I'm really looking forward to the final product. So of course I've pre-ordered with the gold remote. No surprise there. Okay, Mr. Spider. I can actually get caught in this spider web and get straight through it, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna test something out here. Normally you can't shoot them, but yeah, it worked. Nice. Oh, and you probably see the trailer where Link chops up bamboo in like this minigame sort of thing. You can do that with any tree you see, and it will sort of, chop up on its way down. See that? Fell into even smaller pieces. I think that's a nice little touch. And also, he crawls fast for once. That's also a nice little thing. Oh, like. Just want to show you something here. This is actually a this room is pretty large, but it actually connects to another very large room. So the rooms in this game are pretty big, and I'm gonna imagine that there can be some pretty big areas in the game. Do this. Of course I can. And while it may seem like sort of a gimmick trying to balance, it's even just balancing all these things are kind of fun actually. It's not as easy as you might have imagined, but I mean, you're probably not gonna fall off either. So it's pretty good. And this guy's, well, all enemies are sort of like puzzle. Oh, okay, he really launches forward. So if you do like that, only one hit is gonna come off. You have to take them all out at once. Oh, no. Fucking line up there. There we go. It's like a Hydra. It'll just keep respawning its heads if you don't kill them all. Alright, this is a funny thing too. Instantly respawning health meter mushrooms. Don't know how they did that. Let's see if I can get this guy. Oh, it fell in front of him. No. Even these guys are actually a lot harder to kill than you might have imagined. There you go. Again, I mean, it's like a small game of Punch-Out even. Trying to get through those defenses of those layers. Okay, with my beetle here. Yeah, I'm gonna be a bastard here. Bye. I'm not gonna deal with you. Oh. Yeah, that's the only thing. You have to just to use things and put them away with B. Whoa! Lucky epic jump. I think we're just gonna use here. And now the room is gonna connect to each other. So again, there's like many ways. I could just shoot him with an arrow, but I'm going to show you something I think is a little more fun. If I kill that guy in front of me, I mean he just dies and you just have to get over here. But if you don't kill him and try to walk back, you're going to be like assaulted from behind. Now, I'm just gonna, that's another way to kill. You can just sort of fall off and just shake your Wii remote, and Link will start shaking this the line instead, and they're gonna fall down to the butts. Oh, that will be something. And do the frog jump here. I'm not sure why he jumps on the frog, but he does. He looks pretty mean when he's tired, like, why did you make me exercise? I didn't like exercising. This is also something that's been slightly improved from Wind Waker. These, oh, I thought that leg was going to kill me. And we just stop and you just use the Wii remote to sort of swing. You don't have to completely stop on your tracks, and we're out of time. Almost made it through. I'm blaming myself for speaking so much. Well, that was the demo. What I was saying about the ropes is, unlike Wind Waker, where you have to almost stop everything just to reposition yourself, you don't have to do that in Skyward Sword, because now you can just do it with the analog stick, and all the swinging is just used on the Wii remote. So it's a lot faster, and it works kind of well. It's just have to adjust to it, and I guess that's how it feels with all this game, everything in this game. Just have to adjust to it, and it's kind of like exploring a new Legend of Zelda game, kind of. If you played the old Super Mario games, and when you got Super Mario 64, it was like something completely different and yet somewhat familiar. You just had to adapt to the new controls and everything, and that's kind of what Skyward Sword feels like. I mentioned it before, but it definitely feels kind of like you want to go out and explore, and you want to find everything, and you have all these cool new items, and none of them really work like anything else you've ever seen in, well, pretty much any game except for maybe Wii Sports Resort. But in Wii Sports Resort, they were like, hey, you can fly this plane around the island, now go shoot balloons, but there's not really any much point to it. In the Skyward Sword, it's like, yeah, a full game where there's a point where actually flying around with the beetle and grabbing rupees or cutting ropes, or you know, go explore these small caves or passageways in the walls or something like that. It's really good. So I'm looking very much forward to it. I've hopefully said everything I wanted to, and hopefully you've been able to withstand my accent here. I'm trying. Perfect. So, yeah, with that said, look forward to the game. Released next Friday in Europe, and next Sunday in America. So, again,